our young people are looking at this and they're saying this is something that is right because the politicians, the leaders of our country, this is something that they do. So, Mr. Prime Minister, I would like for you to, first of all, apologize on the way you responded to the question. And secondly, allow me to finish, please. Allow me to finish, please.
See on this matter than I do.
If
I am not here to create, and I make that point very seriously, because I am not here to create a system that is going to deprive Jamaicans of their freedom. And you know what else?
but the bill does.
I am not hiding from consultation. I am here facing the questions. Unlike most, I am facing the questions and answering them. And I will go to every church in Jamaica. I will go to every room, every house, and I will answer them.
Hello guys, how are you doing? I'm hoping that you're doing well wherever you're watching me from. And today I'm gonna be reacting on this video, and you've seen it. These are university students and they are calling out the government for not being therefore the government not being keen enough to watch over their ways and these unjust things that they are doing to Jamaicans. And I'm going to be reacting later on after this clip, but just let me know of your comments. Let me know what you're thinking about it in the comment section. I'm going to share my commentary later on after this clip. And if this is your first time in this platform, please don't skip without subscribing to our channel. Please, we really count on you. Please subscribe to our channel, give us a like, share our content. We're going to greatly appreciate. Let's rock in.
So know that the debate surrounding needs is on in earnest, and many persons are voicing their opinions and concerns. We see now where Prime Minister Holness has taken step to correct something in his head that is out in the public. He said someone spliced a video from a youth town hall to mislead you and give the impression that I disrespected a young man who asks about needs. This is not so. Please see the full exchange. We must be careful of those who will use dishonesty to achieve their narrow political objectives. Read for yourself, do your own research, and get full clips. Be careful of what and who you trust on social media. So I will play the video clip and you will decide for yourselves whether or not Prime Minister Holness would have responded to this young man in a way that would have been disrespectful. You will be the judge.
Good night, everyone. My name is Daniel Thomas. I'm the president of the Love March movement, which is a youth organization, and we have an initiative called Colorblind, which is where we encourage young people to be engaged in political and national matters with an unbiased eye, without political assignment or, alignment rather. Okay, so my issue that I would like to raise at this time is with respect to needs. All right. Now, I am not, and we are not, against a national ID. We see the benefit of it. There are great pros. It will fill gaps in the country, but we believe that in its current form, it poses significant issues for many Jamaicans, especially with the fact that there has not been, in my opinion, and many other Jamaicans, 60,000, I checked the petition this morning, 60,000 Jamaicans here and abroad who feel that there needs to be more consultation, ventilation of the issues, speaking about pros and cons. All right, both of them are important to our consultative process. So we're being told that we must enroll in needs, or in the next 3 years we'll be possibly fined a max of $100,000 and barred from government services and possibly private services as well. The only exception being where there's a threat to health or life or a state of national emergency. Now, I'm deeply concerned about this bill because of the impact on the country.
So Charles, you have
just-
given us 2 points in the bill that you'd like responded to.
Well, I
Is
can't
there
go
a
into
third?
all of them, but just to say, right now I
Uh-huh.
qualify for NHT.
Yes.
In 3 years, I will somehow lose my qualification because, I mean, somebody can respond to the NHT point, of course.
You're sure about that?
Well, that is my understanding because it won't be a threat to
Well,
my
this
life
is
or
where you
health.
this is where you're going to come to get all the answers. All right.
Right.
So allow them to respond now. Thanks, Charles. Really
So
appreciate it.
we have over 60,000 Jamaicans.
So Charles,
and,
Charles. So you have to allow
Thomas-
them to
oh, me?
respond. Yeah,
I am
sorry.
Thomas, sorry.
I'm so
My
sorry,
name is
Thomas. My apologies.
Can I just
called
finish
you
the
the wrong
last
name.
2 lines here?
The last
It's
2 lines.
Very quick.
2 points or lines?
2 lines. So my closing thought would be to withdraw the bill, allow for proper ventilation of the issues over a 3-month period even, town hall meetings and joint select committee where we can properly speak about the many, many issues that are in the bill. We're not against
Thank
the bill,
you.
but we are for the country of Jamaica moving forward.
Thanks,
Well,
Thomas.
I tell you what,
Excellent.
Thomas,
Thomas, yes.
I'm very happy that we find common ground, being that we are both for the country moving forward. But I just wanted to know, can you now get your NHT benefit without providing identification? I just wanted to know. And the answer is no. No, you can't. Secondly, and let's be clear,
Hang on, Thomas. You don't get a second chance. So sorry, you already asked.
you've asked
It's
your question.
rhetorical.
No, you already
Oh,
asked.
it was
I'm sorry.
rhetorical. Okay, fine. Like many other things, it's rhetorical. Fine. Secondly, Thomas, do you know, how old are you, Thomas?
I am 26.
Do you know that this bill, this idea of creating a national registry started from as early as 1970? And we have been discussing this national ID, morphed from having a birth certificate that's unique, starting with ID for voting, which by now most Jamaicans who don't intend to vote but who want some identification decides that, well, we will take the voter ID but we won't vote. I'll give my fingerprint for the voter ID but I don't vote. There are 1.8 million Jamaicans who want an ID and they give their fingerprint willingly, including some of the 60,000 who signed the petition. Answering personal questions, providing personal information, and freely giving of their biometric. The government has that now. What's new? You talk about consultation and speaking about this bill. In 2002, this bill was brought to the Parliament of Jamaica by the then Minister of Health, John Jr. It was tabled in Parliament and a joint select committee was named. It sat and languished and nothing happened. In 2009, former Prime Minister Bruce Golding saw that the bill was there, nothing is happening with it, started a resurrection of it. In 2012, former Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller took the bill and her very statements, this is a very important thing and we are going to push it, and started the negotiation for a loan to do this with the IDB. It was good for them to start the conversation about a $64 billion loan, but now it is not good. You know what I reject? Do you know what I reject? I reject the view that somehow you have a higher moral authority on this matter than I do. I am not here to create, and I make that point very seriously, because I am not here to create a system that is going to deprive Jamaicans of their freedom. And you know what else?
But the bill does.
I am not hiding from consultation. I am here facing the questions. Unlike most, I am facing the questions and answering them. And I will go to every church in Jamaica. I will go to every room, every house, and I will answer them. Because I am not trying to take away anybody's right.
Deal with the Prime Minister.
And I find that this discussion is disingenuous, unfair, and untruthful. And I will tell you, Jamaica, I am not going to hide from this. If you say that you are for Jamaica and that you agree that we should have a national civil registry, then let us talk as we are doing, but let us talk on the facts of the situation, not on the untruths and what we make up. Let us discuss the facts.
All right.
So this was the reaction of another young man who was not appreciative of how the Prime Minister responded to the first young man who questioned about needs.
Okay, good night, everyone. My name is Glendon Martin. I am a student of the University of Technology. And I had a question, but the president had a similar question, so I'll allow him to ask the question. But what I have to say, well, I have a comment, actually. The gentleman that asked the question on NIDS, Mr. Prime Minister, I was taken aback by the way you responded to the question. I felt that you came across too strong, and when I was listening to you, while I was listening to you, I was saying, should I go and ask this gentleman a question? Will he answer me in the same tone that he answered the young man? And what I want to say and what I want to see in Jamaica or overall with politics is that our politicians behave sometimes, even in parliament, when you see them jumping over, arguing with each other. Our young people are looking at this and they're saying this is something that is right because the politicians, the leaders of our country, this is something that they do. So, Mr. Prime Minister, I would like for you to, first of all, apologize on the way you responded to the question. And secondly, allow me to finish, please. Allow me to finish, please.
So, my darling, hang on 1 second. Sir, hold on, everybody. 1 second. You know, the great thing about youth, hold on, the great thing about youth is that we see no boundaries at all, none at all. I think that you possibly could think hard on your comment and suggestion, really, in terms of the implications. I understand your feeling, but allow the Prime Minister to respond, though, since you have no quiet question. Allow the Prime.
Now, welcome back again. I'm hoping that you've watched the whole clip very well. And the students' words cut through polite discourse, exposing a raw frustration with their leaders. Their candid courage speaks volumes. And there is also educational anger. When academic youth wear their minds on their sleeves, protesting against systemic failures, it isn't rage, it's a hope channeled through righteous indignation. They demand more than grand speeches. They want action, transparency, outcomes, and their justice isn't theatrical, it's substantive. And their justice isn't theatrical, it's substantive. This moment mirrors past student-led uprising in Jamaica, where campuses become crucibles for social change, voices raising when institutions fail. So the students' frustration reveals a deeper wound, long-standing neglected by governing authorities. When institutions fail, citizens must reclaim agency. So they are filling a moral vacuum, and leadership without integrity breeds distrust. And these students seem to articulate exactly that deficiency. So they stand as elders of future generations, reminding leaders that stewardship is sacred and that betrayal of public trust has a weighty consequences. Their role is not to praise but to guard the authenticity of the Jamaican culture, Jamaican policies. And in holding the Prime Minister accountable, they embody democracy at its grassroots. It takes courage to rebuke power, and the discomfort they bring to complacent authority is refreshing and necessary for bigger progress. So this confrontation stems from a broader erosion of faith in governance. Surveys show politicians are seen as top perpetrators of corruption, especially in these black nations. And what began as individual outrage is now collective action. This speech functions as both mirror and amplifier to public sentiment. And for groups like Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal have long urged moral reset in public life. For these students, I believe they add moral agency to institutional pressure. So the youth discontent has ignited movements before. This isn't performative. What's brewing is a societal intensity masked as a speech. So to the powers that be, this is the moment to stop, listen, and perhaps reckon. Silence or deflection no longer surface. And the questions lingers: will this rattle governance enough to spark reform, or will it be another storm ignored for the corridors of power? So this moment isn't partisan. They are addressing civic decay. They are area transitants, party callers seeking more resituation. And for universities, traditional safe spaces, just to see them transformed into platforms for civic reclaiming reflects how deep the crisis runs in the country. And there's also a hope carved in protests. I can really say that, because in their defiance lies hope, not for grand proclamations, but for real shifts in accountability, ethics, and governance. They are not just demanding change, but they are the change itself. So watching these students speak with unfiltered urgency reminds us of the power of unbowed youth. It's not just a performance, it's a plea for justice, responsibility, and rebirth. So guys, also tell me what you think about this video at the end of the comment section there. Please tell me what you think about Jamaica, and what do you think is the future of Jamaica now that these young men have stand and they've started now reclaiming the lost glory for Jamaica. I've been your presenter Shadrach, and I'm hoping that you're going to subscribe to our channel. Please don't leave without subscribing. Give us a like, share our content. We're going to greatly appreciate. I'm hoping to see you in the next video. Goodbye.